Hey everyone, this is Shika from the Sticky Samosa. I hope you guys are doing well. Today's video is going to be week 2 check-in for August. Now I am in my Erin Condren monthly planner, which we are using for the budget planner for the next 12 months. I'm not sure what we're going to do after the next 12 months are up because I live in the UK and the import and delivery fees combined for Erin Condren are almost $40 and this planner is $40. So I am not really wanting to pay that much money to get this planner in unless I need to get quite a few other things. So not sure what's going to happen next year, but we've got lots of time between now and then to worry about that. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Shika. I do functional planning spreads in my passion planner, medium and small, and I also do budgeting videos in my Erin Condren monthly planner. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can follow my journey on YouTube, Etsy and budgeting. Now let's get right into the video. Let's go into August. So this is my monthly calendar view, which I use as an expense tracker for my variable spending only, and these are the expense tracker colors that I use, and you can pick all of these up in my Etsy shop. And I use a lot, I'm not gonna lie, but I like to have things really quite granularly broken down, as I use this paper budget planner alongside an Excel spreadsheet alongside a budgeting app called YNAB, which stands for You Need a Budget. And we've been using YNAB for over 8 years now, and it's really great, and it means that we have all of our financial history from the last 8 years in terms of what we bought on a random month in 2017, for example. So we've got a lot of information, and if you're new to this budgeting journey, I would say tracking your expenses is a foundational step towards making a budget, just so you have a clearer picture of where your money is going right now. So that way you make a budget based on real figures and not what you think you should be spending, because quite often there is a misalignment between what you think you're spending and what you're actually spending, especially if you're new to budgeting or you want to just get some control over your finances. So the last time I checked in was Thursday the 6th and today is 13th. So we've just got a few transactions. We've only got 5, and no, we've got more because we went shopping. So I haven't actually updated. So I'm just going to quickly put in that transaction, Aldi, for 59. And for reference, I'm using the mini size of expense trackers. There's a mini and there's a regular size. And the reason why I like the mini size is I can fit up to 6 tracker stickers on one box in the calendar. So for me that is great. So if I switch back to July, there are some days where we're already out, we generally spend a fair amount of money at different places, and this was just some test shots for my Etsy shop. This is the regular size of sticker in the neutrals, and then this is the mini in the neutrals. So we've done that, and normally I update my expense tracker just before I do the video, but because we went late, that's why I forgot to do that. But anyway, my fault. So what we do is we add up all of the stickers that are in the same color and then put it into the weekly check-in sheet, which is here. Let me zoom you out just a tad. So we're in week 2, so I will put in everything that we spent against the right category, and then we'll update the balance by using last week's balance. And if it has a dot against the category, it means I took £50 from that category for our savings. So I imagine for this week I will be taking it from groceries again, I think, more than likely, but we have some extra money in fund this month, so maybe I'll take it from there. I'm not sure. Let's see what the balance is coming out, and before I write it down I will try and figure out if I think we should take from groceries, because the next column is probably one of the most important columns, which is the balance divided by the number of weeks left. Now This is sort of in my head a bit controversial, just because sometimes I like to count the number of Fridays and sometimes I count the number of Mondays. In this case, there are 4 Fridays and there are 5 Mondays. And I would say, because we're just 2 days into, you know, a new week, I would just do divided by 4. So for this week we will divide by 3, because there are 3 Fridays left. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I've got my calculator here on the side, and I will try and go in the same order as the weekly check-in. So for groceries, to say we spent 71 on groceries, and then I'll just check these off. Eating out was 23. We spent 0 on kitty and 0 on household, and then for miscellaneous we spent 35, and then home decor we spent 0, medical 0, fuel 0, fun we spent 24, 0 on car maintenance and 0 unbudgeted. And then now we're done with the expense tracker view. So I'll be taking the balance from the last week. So last week's groceries balance was £273.97, and we spent 71 this week. And that leaves us with almost £203. If I divided that by 3, that gives us 67. So I feel like I'm not going to take it from savings from the groceries this week. I think we're going to take it from fun, just because we like to spend around 50 to 70, and this is already between that. So I'm just going to keep groceries as they are. So that's 273.97 minus 71. That gives us 202.97. And then we've got 3 Fridays left, so that gives us 66. Eating out, we have 76 from last week, and we spent 23, and that has come down really quickly. It's 53 divided by 3 is a 17.67. And then kitty, we have £1 left, and we can just assume that's done for now. And then household and beauty, we spent 0, so we still have 20 left, and that is going to be 667. Miscellaneous, we had 109 left, spent 35, that gives us 74. Divided by 3 gives us 24.67. And then home decor, we had 14.03 left, and we spent 0. And that's not something we need to track every week. Fuel is 71 from last week. We didn't spend any this week, unless he's probably going to go fill up later today. Divided by 3, 23.67. Okay, so fun is where we are going to take our savings from this week. Every week we like to put £50 into our savings from our variable categories. We've put a small amount into savings, like separate to this, but we try and squeeze as much as we can out of these categories. So we're really pushing ourselves to save more and spend less. So for fun, we spent 24, and we had 143.37 left to take away 24. So that's 109.37. So, okay, so I am going to take it from fun. So the dot means that I'm taking the 50 from there. So that leaves us with 69.37, and that is 23.12 per week. I'm sorry if you can hear the neighbours and stuff. Kids are enjoying themselves. We spent 0 on car maintenance, though that might change. I bet you who wants to go wash the car now. We are expecting thunderstorms in London, and we live in outer London, and it just seems that everyone else is enjoying the rain and we are not. So I am dying for some rain and especially hot rain. It reminds me of monsoon in India, which is my favorite weather. Okay, so now that we've got all of the categories spending filled out, what I can do is add up how much we spent, 153, and then I'm going to work out what the balances are. Okay, we've got £585.37 left until the end of the month. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, so I'm gonna make sure that we are slightly more wary of how much we're spending. And I know that hubby still is going to go to another grocery shop to get the more branded items and things, so there will be a bit more spending, and then obviously Costco, but then we should offset that with lower groceries for the following week, I would imagine. So it's all about seeing the balance, and this per week figure really helps us achieve that, because we've spent more than we had predicted per week, but it means that we can hopefully go longer between shopping once we're fully stocked up again. Now I'm just going to work out the percentage mix of our spending, and it's quite easy to tell that the highest percentage will be groceries, miscellaneous, fun, and eating out will be around the same. It's a metric I like to work out. So groceries is 46, that is a better number, 23. This is 15%, and this is 23, and this should be around the same as eating out. So that's 16, and then I just quickly add up the percentages just to make sure that they equal 100. Yes, and they do. So that is our check-in done for this week. So I'm going to make sure that we don't eat out anymore this week, and hopefully hubby will pick up some of our staples that we enjoy that we can make like fake takeaway at home. So the grocery spending will probably be another 100 or so for the coming weeks. It will be higher than this amount, but then week 4 should be lower. So that is the way that I am looking at it, because Costco means a lot of money up front because we are buying in bulk. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Whilst I have you, I am going to fill out my financial tracker in my dashboard. So for week 2, no spend days are, the days that don't have any stickers. So today's not done yet, but 1, 2, 3, 4. That is pretty good. And then takeout, we had 1 in 6 days, and Amazon purchases, we've had 2 in 6 days. Unbudgeted is 0, which is yay, and probably should have dropped that, but great, we've done that. And then we got a gardener to sort out our garden, obviously this week, or was it last week? I think it was on Saturday. So that money, I need to talk to hubby, but I think that's coming out of our savings, so we don't mess up our budget for this month. So as the month goes on, I'm filling out the expenses that have actually left my account and hubby's accounts. This becomes more filled up as the month goes on, so I'm not doing it all at the end of the month, which is tiring. The only thing that I don't fill out is like the variable expenses, because we don't know what the totals are going to be until the month is done. And the same with the savings tracker area, just because the cushion will fluctuate depending on if something has come up and we've had to dip into the money we've set aside. And obviously sinking funds, we don't close the sinking funds out until the end of the month. Let's see what else. So we've got the other check-ins ready to go, and then my confessions page, and then the stalker stats for August. I already filled out last month, and then I will recalculate the 3-month average, and then this will get filled in at the end of the month. Now last month's no spend days, we had 9 in total, and if we don't spend any more money today, which I'm going to tell hubby that we can't, then we've already had 4 in 1 week, so we're already on 6 no spend days, so we only need 3 more to beat last month's, so that is great. We've had some changes to the budget. We have bought an iMac on finance, so that is an extra £200 that will be coming out of our accounts. This is a lot of money and it is an investment for us and my business, and it was expedited by the fact that my MacBook just died. It died for a whole day, and we ordered the iMac the day that the new iMacs were released, and so unfortunately we couldn't wait for the new Apple Silicons to come out. So we ordered that and we've got it on 0% finance, and we probably won't overpay on this just because it's not costing us more to spread it out. So we'll see how it goes, because right now I want to focus on our other debt, and we have a very small snowball happening as we have finished one debt last month. The last payment went out, so we can start this very small snowball. And the reason we're not overpaying right now is because there's just too much uncertainty with me being on furlough, so that is why we are doing that at the moment. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Sorry for my ramblings if I went on like I normally do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can follow my journey on YouTube, Etsy and budgeting, and I will link last week's check-in up here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.